Hello everyone and welcome to this session. This is Ashima Shukla, your current affairs and banking awareness faculty on Entri platform. And in this session we are going to talk about all the major news events that have taken place in the past days. The discussion is going to involve all the important news events and we are going to talk about them in a form of highlights. And at the end of the session I will also be discussing a few questions with you which will be associated from the news events that we will be talking about right now. Right, so after that if you want more questions you can take up a free live quiz which is available on Entri app free of cost. Starting on the discussion, it is Niti Aayog's Export Preparedness Index 2021 which has recently been released. Now when we talk about the Export Preparedness Index, first question that can be framed for all of you is that who releases this export index in India? First question, export preparedness index. Now this is prepared by Niti Aayog along with an institution. So Niti Aayog is there. Apart from that or along with that we have Institute of Competitiveness. Institute of Competitiveness, they together have released this index. Gujarat is at the top position. You definitely need to know Gujarat is at the top position. This is the second time this report has been published and it assesses the readiness of the states and union territories in terms of the export potential they have. Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, UP, MP, Punjab, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, these are the others in the top 10. In Union Territories, Delhi is the best, followed by Goa, Jammu Kashmir, Chandigarh and Puducherry. In Himalayan states, we have Uttarakhand which has topped, then Himachal Pradesh, Tripura, Sikkim and Manipur. Then we have a few one-liners. Malaysia is going to host the armed forces from 4 nations, namely Australia, New Zealand, Singapore and UK in the Bersama Shield 2022 training exercise. Bersama means together in Malay. So this exercise is going to be conducted by Malaysia to involve sea and air drills, mostly in the international waters and which are a part of Malaysia's exclusive economic zone in the South China Sea. Then we have World Bank or International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, which has issued the Wildlife Conservation Bond to support the South Africa's efforts to conserve endangered species of black rhino. Wildlife Conservation Bond is also known as a Rhino Bond. It is a 5-year $150 million sustainable development bond which includes potential performance payment from the Global Environment Facility. The bond is going to contribute in the protection and increasing the black rhino population in 2 protected areas in South Africa, that is Addo Elephant National Park which is there and Great Fish River Natural Reserve. These are the 2 places where the conservation is going to be carried out under this bond. Abel Prize for the 2022 has been given to American mathematician Dennis Parnell Sullivan. Abel Prize is awarded by the Norwegian Academy of Science and Letters for outstanding work in the field of mathematics. It is the highest award which can be given in the field of mathematics, so we can say it is the Nobel Prize of Mathematics. Mario Marcel, the governor of Central Bank of Chile, has won the Governor of the Year award at the Central Banking Awards 2022. Central Bank of Chile, Chile's name is Banco Central de Chile. Central government has set a target of 1 trillion rupees for National Bank of Financial Infrastructure and Development NABFID for sanctioning loans to the infrastructure sector in the next financial year, that is 2022-23. NABFID is a government-backed development finance institution which will start operation in the first quarter of 2022-23. NABFID chairperson is K.V. Kamatji. Reserve Bank of India has approved the appointment of Pralay Mondal as the interim managing director and CEO of the CSB Bank. Presently, he is managing director at CSB Bank and it was lying vacant from after the full-time MD and CEO CVR Rajendran ji had announced early retirement effective from 31st of March this year. Takeuchi from Japan has been appointed as the MD and CEO of Maruti Suzuki for a duration of 3 years effective from 1st of April 2022. UNCTAD report revised India's GDP growth rate to 4.6% for financial year 22. In its economic growth report, United Nations Conference on Trade and Development reports downgraded India's growth projection for 22 from 6.7 to 4.6%. So that's a huge amount of downfall or downgradation because of the ongoing Ukraine war, which led to fluctuation in oil prices, in inflation, in financial instability. SBI has signed a co-lending pact with 5 housing finance companies to further its reach in the underscored areas or underscored sectors. Its purpose is to sanction loans to unserved and underserved sectors and accelerate the effective and affordable credit to small home loan buyers. SEBI has levied a penalty of 5 lakh rupees on Axis Bank for violation of merchant banker regulation, and this was the 27th regulation 27, which was information to the board. Now 27 regulation is that every merchant banker will be submitting to the board complete particulars of any transaction for the acquisition of securities of any body corporate whose issue is being managed by that particular merchant banker within 15 days. Now, they have specified that during the time of August 16 to 19, Axis Bank had bought debt papers in 9 companies, which it was a merchant banker, and as per the provision, they had to give the details complete in 15 days, but they did not do that. Rajneesh Narangi has been appointed as the Director of Finance of Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited or HPCL. Baiju has been appointed as the official sponsor of FIFA World Cup, which is being held in Qatar in 2022. India saw a 19% jump in tuberculosis cases in 2021. ICICI Bank has partnered with Chennai Super Kings and launched a co-branded credit card. NHAI or National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation, they have signed an MOU with Ministry of Tourism for developing wayside amenities and viewpoints at all the important tourist places recently. IIT Madras and TCS, they have launched MTech course in Industrial Artificial Intelligence recently. Union Minister for Women and Child Development Smriti Irani ji inaugurated the 10-day mega Red Fort Festival Bharat Bhagya Vidhata at Red Fort in Delhi. Red Fort Festival has been organized by the Union Ministry of Culture as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Ministry has collaborated with Dalmia Bharat Group to organize this event as they have adopted Red Fort as its monument mitra. Western Naval Command of Indian Navy organized offshore security practice Prasthan in the offshore development area off the coast of Mumbai recently. This exercise is conducted every 6 months for ensuring the offshore security. This time participation from Air Force, Coast Guard, ONGC, Mumbai Port Trust, Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust and Fisheries Departments, they were also present or a participant in this exercise. These were the few news events which were associated with the past few days. Now we come to a few questions which have been framed on the basis of news events we have just talked about. One being UNCTAD has revised India's GDP growth rate for financial year 22. What is the new GDP forecast? That is 4.6%. Recently, SBI has signed a co-lending pact with which housing finance company? So, SBI has signed a co-lending pact with Edelweiss Housing Finance Company for furthering its reach to the underserved sectors. SEBI has imposed a penalty on which bank for non-compliance with merchant banker regulations? So recently, SEBI has imposed a fine on Axis Bank. The penalty has been put up of 5 lakh rupees for Regulation 27 information to the board. Who is the official sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2022? So FIFA World Cup 2022 official sponsor has been selected as Byju's, and it is being where is this FIFA World Cup being organized? That is being organized in Qatar. ICICI Bank has partnered with which IPL team and launched a co-branded credit card? That has been launched with Chennai Super Kings. TCS has launched an MTech course in collaboration with IIT in which of the following discipline? They have launched in Industrial Artificial Intelligence recently. Now with this we'll be winding up the segment. I hope this session has been helpful. I'll be seeing you in the next video with more news events. Till then, have a good day ahead.